Hey guys, Rendon here with Battle of the Tools. Winter is upon us, and in this video I'm going to give you a review of the Redi Plow aluminum snow plow that is a mail order plow in the $1,300 to $1,500 range that you can put together yourself in a couple hours and start plowing your own snow. So I plowed my driveway yesterday. I have another, the new office of Battle of the Tools actually has a 1,000-foot driveway. It's out in the country, and so one of the main reasons I got this plow was for plowing that, so we can make some awesome tool review videos for you guys. But this is the plow right here. It's a great plow, it has a rubber blade at the bottom. It doesn't have any hydraulics or motor control because the way it works, you just lower it down, it sits on the ground, the rubber does, and when you push forward, it pushes snow. When you go in reverse, it'll actually just pull up just like this. So it just pulls and drags along the bottom, and then when you go forward, it pushes snow again. So I'm going to show you the unboxing of this plow, how it goes together. So this came in 3 boxes. This is the largest box. The 2 other boxes are already in the back room. I'm going to unbox them, show you what's in the box, and get it put together and let you know what I think about it.
The plow was packaged really well, came with good clear instructions. The first thing that it had me do was actually install this rubber blade. And so it recommended spraying in some like some soapy water, which is what I did. And so I just sort of, on this aluminum channel, we get it nice and soapy and wet, and then just slide that rubber blade right in there. And so that holds it decently, but later on you'll see we actually put some screws in here as well, which is part of the instructions, to keep it from sliding out either side and just to give it a little more strength and rigidity in there. But this is the actual cutting blade. It's a rubber cutting blade that will actually kind of push snow. A little bit of snow will be able to go under it, so it's not actually metal on metal, which is super nice for this plow because it means you can use it on grass, you can use it on concrete and asphalt without damaging. So I kind of like that. I'm a fan of the rubber blade. So this top part here we can just slide in the back too, so you see it comes in these different parts so that it can ship really well, so you actually just hook it all together. Here's some of the hardware that it comes with. So we have these channel nuts, I guess that you would call them. So you just slide them in here in the channel, and then you can move it around to wherever it needs to be, and then you put the bolt in, and that's how a lot of the hardware works with this system. And so this part is going to be for hooking these brackets. So we got these steel brackets, which they go on top of these forks that I'll show you a little more detail later on. But the brackets actually is what keeps it floating. So it floats up and down. The brackets connect it to the truck on these forks, basically. And there's a little bit of drilling involved. So here we just put some of the bolts in, but there's actually some drilling involved to assemble this plow. So I pre-drilled it out, and then I drilled it out to size according to the instructions, and then a self-tapping bolt is what will go in here to actually hold this part together. The total construction of the plow took me a couple hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours, just here in my office. So we've got these tapper screws, which is what I mentioned earlier that we put in to hold this rubber blade in place. We do 4 of them spread out, and this one also required pre-drilling. It was not pre-drilled, so we had to actually drill through the aluminum and then drill through the rubber a little bit to get those to sink in there. The handles just attach on the top here, and again they just use a channel nut and slide in there. There's also these guides that go in the top, and so the end of the handle is actually this guide that has a yellow tip, so you can see it over the top of the front of your vehicle, so you can see exactly where the ends of your plow are at. These are the sides. This is an optional, like an upgrade kit. I think I paid an extra maybe $200, and it's this steel plate and a rubber like a box end, so that it keeps more snow in on the edges, so it doesn't just spill out the sides. But the basic package does not include these, and they just bolt right on the side of the plow there. And again, I'll include the size of these. I don't have them right now for the time of recording, but I'll include the size in the description of these nuts and bolts and everything. The different. I think I just used an impact wrench or this drill, and then I also used like a couple hand wrenches. So the spacing is very important to get these forks to line up. I messed it up the first time, but they actually pre-marked it. I just thought the mark was referring to a different point. But you want to make sure you have it, because you're drilling these holes, you want to make sure you have it exactly where it's supposed to be so it lines up with the forks, because the forks are not adjustable, but obviously the brackets are. This is what the complete plow looks like fully assembled. Took me about 4 hours to put it together. Probably, someone who does this a little more often than me could maybe do it in an hour or so. Pretty fun experience. The receiver hitch you get will depend on your specific vehicle, so make sure you get the correct one for the vehicle you're attaching the plow to.
I chose to go with a 3-position hitch, so it just goes into a receiver hitch. You could, in theory, put this on the back of your vehicle if you have a receiver hitch already. I installed this one on the front. The receiver hitch comes with the Redi Plow that I purchased, but you can buy it separately for around $100 to $150. You just pull this pin out, and then you can just push, and it will just turn. So this whole blade has 3 different positions. There's straight, have it go to the right, or have it go to the left. And you just put the pin in, so there's really only 3 positions there. Alright, so I've got the Redi Plow all installed. I put it on a 2500 HD Chevy 2001. And it's looking pretty good. I did a teeny bit of plowing, but you can see we have some snow here, pretty deep, maybe 6 inches of snow or so. And got about 1,000 feet of driveway to plow with this thing today, plus all this parking area over here. So we'll give it a try and see how it goes. We've got these pins here on the top we can take out. So we just pull these out right here. And then, right now this is in like transport mode, so it's sitting about 8 or 10 inches off the ground. But if we lift this part up here, this part will slide all the way down to here. So when you're in reverse, it'll pull and just slide along the ground like that. When you go forward, it pushes back up against the bars here. So let's see if I can, there's a nice handle here. So we actually just lift this back behind on that side. You can do one side at a time. So that's it. It's engaged there.